Kumusta mga chong? At welcome sa aking channel na Zontok TV. Sino nga ba ang unang boxer na nagpabagsak sa binansagang The Filipino Flash? Yan ang pag-uusapan natin mga gazontok. Ngunit bago yan ay mag-subscribe ka na at pindutin na rin ang notification bell para updated ka sa ating susunod na mga videos. Sumikat si Nonito, The Filipino Flash Donaire sa kanyang signature left hook kung saan iilan na rin ang napatumba nito. Pag sinabayan pa ito ng kanyang timing at magaling na footwork, talagang mahihirapan ka ring mapatamaan at i-corner ito. Dahilan nito, umabot ng 13 taon sa kanyang boxing career ay di pa nakaranas ng knockdown. Matapos ang laban nila ng South African boxer na si Sempiwe Viteka para sa WBA Super World Featherweight Championship sa Macau, na naipanalo naman ito ni Donaire by technical decision, ay itinapat naman siya kay Nicholas Walters, isang Jamaican Panamanian boxer at mas kilala sa pagiging Axeman dahil na rin sa kanyang pagiging knockout artist na isa ring undefeated sa panahong yun. Dahil sa sunod-sunod na rin na mga panalo ni Donaire, sinasabi niya na 100% ang kanyang kondisyon, kaya ganun na lamang ang kanyang kumpiyansa na mananalo sa laban nila ni Walters at walang takot na kahit paman alam niya na malakas din ang boxer na ito dahil sa kanyang matinding punching power. Nagharap ang dalawa noong October 18, 2014 sa StubHub Center, Carson, California, USA para sa WBA Super Featherweight title na hawak noon ni Donaire. Ito din ang kauna-unahang pagdepensa ni Donaire sa kanyang kasalukuyang hawak na titulo. Sa simula pa lamang ng laban, ipinakilala agad ni Donaire ang kanyang mga malalakas na suntok at pati na rin ang kanyang kartada na left hook. Ngunit masyadong malakas at mabagsik ang tinaguri ang Axeman dahilan sa pang-5 round ay makikita sa mga mata at mukha ni Donaire ay namamaga na ito. Sa pang-6 na round, di na nagpatumpik-tumpik pa si Walters at agad tinapos ang laban ng mas maaga. Bagsak si Donaire nang matamaan ito ng isang explosive na kanan sa kanyang ulo at di na ito nakatayo pa. Halika't ating balikan ang laban nila na kung saan unang natikman ng The Filipino Flash ang knockdown sa loob ng 13 taon ng kanyang boxing career.
Alright gentlemen, you received the instructions in the dressing room, know what I expect? A good clean fight. Legal punches, here on up, these are a bit high. Touch gloves, good luck to both of you.
What's going on while Max and I discuss what a loaded division this is. In the 9th round, he was trailing on 2 scorecards to the Argentinian, and now Donaire goes down on what appeared as though it could have been a right-hand punch for Walters, but Raul Caiz rules it a slip, and there's no knockdown. Waiting to counter, forcing Walters to take the lead.
And that was the first big left hook of the fight that Donaire has landed. The first time Walters tasted his power. So now they both tasted one another's power, and the fight will pursue.
Walters sticks his jab.
Walters has had success whenever he's thrown that jab. There it is, long distance, keeps Donaire in range and snaps his head back.
He has a good left jab. If he had a good right hand, imagine Donaire would have a real problem in front of him right now. See, the right hand is kind of a slapping right, not as straight as the left hand. Oh,
That was a good right hand.
Good enough to knock Donaire down. That was not a slap that time.
that was not a slap, no way.
He brought it up and under a little bit and got it onto the chin of Donaire, and that is the first knockdown of Nonito Donaire's career.
Very smart right uppercut.
So now both fighters have had a big moment. Walters just a little bit better because he got Donaire to the canvas.
That jab setting everything up for Walters.
Good left hook by Donaire. Walters lands the right hand again.
They're both going for broke.
What a firefight we're getting now.
I told you. Max, you asked me earlier why I got to keep the hands down. You see Donaire's hands were up right there, but the uppercut came right down the middle. He couldn't see it because his own left hand blocked his vision. Once again, you see him going, the right hand came from behind the left hand that's up. So the left hand blocks the vision, and the uppercut sneaks right up the middle.
It's abundantly clear to this point who wins a jabbing contest. Must Donaire at some point make a decision about whether to go in closer and try to fight on the inside?
Well, their eye is not looking good, Max, and Walters is steadily making it worse with that long jab.
Yeah, Donaire's going to have to make quick decisions in the next few rounds.
Yes, he
His
is.
right eye is cut and not getting any better. He's losing the jabbing contest to a longer fighter, and he's been knocked down for the first time in his career. He needs some drama.
Shoulder up with him, shoot a jab at him, do something to make him go backwards. If not, that's going to continue to happen. Can't just let a man come at you free winning. And that means free willingly without having to worry about a punch.
So what Donaire needs to do at some point is stand his ground.
What he doing right now? What he doing right now? But he isn't throwing body shots though, Jim. That's puzzling to me because the younger fighter is looking like the more seasoned or more veteran fighter. The younger fighter's throwing body shots and head shots. The veteran is the one forgetting the head shot, forgetting the body shots.
Donaire speared Walters with a right hand in there. That's what got the crowd's attention. Spears him again with a right hand. Walters' left hook not as effective at close range like that. Quick left hook inside lands for Donaire. Now Walters lands another in return.
They're exchanging hooks.
But Donaire has to be careful in here because he's the guy with the bad eye.
And he's the guy who seemed worse affected by those left hooks just then.
And he's still not throwing any body shots.
There's that Walters uppercut again.
So Nonito Donaire, so far, is giving Nicholas Walters a vacation to the body.
Kid, Walters is still going to Nonito's body every chance he gets. Good body shot there by Nonito. But you see Nicholas come right back with it.
Inside, Donaire at least has chances. When Walters keeps him at the end of that jab, there's not a lot Nonito seems to be able to do.
That's my point, Max. That's why I said you got to either get close to him or start punching more. We can't keep backing up like this, though.
He said everybody is Roberto Duran. They all fight with the same energy.
He actually gets more experience in these fights, Jim. He got so much experience in the fight against Big Darchinian until it's unreal.
Donaire's got to come up with a big hook here because Walters is beating him up on the ropes. Whereas he was slapping with that right hand, Walters was earlier in the fight. He started throwing some good straight right hands against Donaire when Donaire's back was on the ropes.
Yes, he did. When he had him pinned against the ropes, he threw really good right hands.
Donaire admitted to us yesterday that in the Darchinian fight, in between rounds after Darchinian hurt him, he was thinking about quitting, but his body wouldn't let him. And at a certain point in this fight, if he can't change the fight, you wonder if he's going to confront that moment again.
That he wants to have a career that will go down in history. That he expects to go from here to 130 pounds and then 135. But all of that thinking could change if this continues to go the way it's going tonight.
Well, it's a tough night for him. The young guy's gaining confidence every round. Pretty rough for a guy like Donaire when it gets hard early.
Particularly for a guy who suffers from the talent of the gifted as Donaire does, where he was so fast, he did hit so hard, that he didn't have to learn technically how to do things maybe as well as a less gifted athlete would have to. And so now doesn't have as much of that to fall back on.
No, he is a better technician than Nicholas. It's just that in pro boxing, sometimes the guy who strikes first or makes the other guy mess up first or mess the other guy face up first is the guy that gets the advantage. He just caught Donaire first.
Another hard right hand by Walters. Donaire gets in a left hook. Walters with two more right hands, and Donaire is down again.
And I don't know if he'll get up this time, Jim. I don't think he will. I know he won't get up this time, Jim.
7, 8.
He won't get up this time.
He's up, but Raul Caiz is going to stop it. Nicholas Walters has seized Donaire's portion of the featherweight title.
And that could be the end of the top flight run of one of the significant fighters of the last several years in the lighter weight classes, Nonito Donaire.
And there's a brand new force in the featherweight division in that loaded lineup of fighters we told you earlier. This man must be reckoned with.
And the X-Man threw a real X over the top, overhand right high on the head of Nonito Donaire. After the body shot, you see that body work right there, Jim? Those are the things that breaks older fighters down. But Donaire is constantly throwing at his head. He had just hit Donaire with a good body shot. Those body shots will affect you in the long run. And then it was all finished by that big overhand right on the temple.
Right on the temple. You wonder what kind of punch in a boxing ring might concuss you? That was concussive.
9 seconds of round number 6. The winner by knockout victory. His record now goes to 25-0, 21 KOs, and he is the Super World champion of the WBA, the KO King from Jamaica, Nicholas X-Man